I've spent the last couple days looking into what I think is one of the biggest conspiracies, and it has to deal with Marvel's Avengers Endgame. It's runtime. I think they're in cahoots. I just went to go see Avengers Endgame. I watched it in all of its 3 hours and 1 minute of glory. And I drove, and you have to go validate your parking for these parking lots. But I go up to the sign, and you know what it says? Sorry, I just gotta find it. Avengers Endgame runtime is 3 hours and 1 minute. Parking validation cannot be extended to adjust for this. I think this is all a ploy to bring more money into the pockets of big parking so that Marvel can control everything. See, I think what's happening is that parking companies want more money from us. Do you know how much money Avengers Infinity War pulled in at the box office? $2 billion. Do you know how much money ABM, the parking conglomerate, pulls in? $1.5 billion. Coincidence? I think not. ABM's probably looking at Marvel and being like, shit, we need a cut of that money. And they set up this little sweet deal. You know how many marketing deals they did for Endgame alone? They did over $200 million in marketing. There's the Endgame beauty palette with Ulta Beauty. There's the Audi e-tron that features in the movie heavily, but also has a bunch of commercials with Robert Downey Jr. There's a McDonald's commercial, there's a Coca-Cola commercial, there's a General Mills commercial. So is it so hard to believe that they partner with a parking company like, say, ABM? You know, these movies have actually steadily been getting longer. I drew it on a graph right here. You see Incredible Hulk back here was 1 hour and 52 minutes. Endgame, 3 hours. All the other Marvel movies slowly become more than 2 hours. From 2008 to 2019, Marvel and ABM have been planning this for a decade. Car ownership, it's on a decline in America. Gas prices keep rising, so people aren't driving as much. They're seeing their profits dip because they've been giving away parking for free for decades. So Endgame gives them the obvious out. It's only 2 minutes over 3 hours. Well, sorry, the validation only works for 3 hours. I guess you're gonna have to pay for parking. You know why Kevin Feige said there were no moments to pee in Avengers Endgame? It wasn't so that you'd go pee. It's so that you wouldn't leave the movie, get into your car, drive out of the parking lot, turn back into the parking lot, get a new ticket so that you could revalidate your ticket. Wasting our time so they can take more of our hard-earned money. This is the easiest way for parking conglomerates to get us to pay more money, obviously. Because we don't even realize we're doing it. Look, this is all a theory, a hypothesis. But it's one that you'll remember when you're paying off your credit card bill, and you'll notice a couple extra dollars shaved off just because the parking wasn't free.